It is great to see so much support from our arts community this morning. We're really happy to see all of you out here. I'm joined today by City Council President Tony Young, Rocky Barros, President of the Jacobs Center for Neighborhood Innovation, Andy Pandoli and Kiki Salea from MIG, Victoria Hamilton, and other members of our arts and culture community. October's been a great month for arts in San Diego. We launched Fall for the Arts, which provides greater access to arts and culture through discount tickets throughout the arts and culture community. Last week, we approved Penny for the Arts Blueprint, which will add more funding to the arts programs. Thank you, Council President Young, for moving that through. But we're not done. Today, we have more good news to add, and I'm happy to end the month on such a positive note. Last year, thanks to the hard work of the Commission for Arts and Culture, we were awarded a prestigious Our Town grant from the National Endowment for the Arts. Today, Roxana, thank you very much. Today, we see the results from that planning grant and begin to envision the future for the village at Market Creek. This plan incorporates arts and culture into all upcoming development. Now, this used to be a blighted area, and I know Council President Young remembers it, and I remember it from being a police officer in this area for a long time. But now it's become a 60-acre mixed-use development that will provide additional space for housing and businesses. What's unique about the village is that it will always have its eye on the arts and culture. That means performance venues, public art, and beautiful landscaping will be incorporated into the design. It'll make Chollas Creek more accessible, and with its entry gateway and colorful buildings, will have a feeling unlike anywhere else in the city of San Diego. I'm encouraged that through commercial, residential, recreational, of course, now our cultural development, this has become a model of how public-private partnerships can transform neighborhoods. I commend the work of the Commission for Arts and Culture, JCNI, and all the community members and stakeholders who continue to have a bold, creative vision for this community project. This is our town, and this project will harness the power of our arts and culture to unite neighbors and strengthen community and identity. I'd like to introduce Council President Tony Young.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm very excited to be here today, but I'm a little nervous because my mom is in the audience. Mom, I'll try to do my best. I want to thank Mayor Sanders, who has really supported this community, as you all know, and it really helps to have someone who really believes in District 4 to actually represent us in the mayor's office, someone who has really served as in a capacity of police captain, and also chief of the city of San Diego, really knows this neighborhood, and I mean, we have really benefited from that. So I want to say thank you to Mayor Sanders for all of his work, and I think we should all do that right now. I also want to say thank you to the NEA and thanks to the San Diego Arts and Culture Commission, and also thank you to the Jacobs Foundation. This is a wonderful opportunity to showcase what San Diego is all about. We are very proud here in District 4, and the concept of the NEA's Our Town program, it highlights neighborhoods like this, which have put people at the center of decisions about what their community looks and feels like. That's really important. And that really describes this community. And that's why we got this grant. We got this grant because this is the area that San Diego is going to know at some point in time as being the destination to go to. We know that cultural diversity makes this community beautiful. It makes our community so special, more special than maybe any other community when it comes to the fact that we have such a broad array of different cultures and attitudes and beliefs. It makes us very special. Even just right here at Market Creek Plaza, we've identified over $100 million in annual economic activity based duly not only on our arts and culture, but really about who we are as a people. People come and try to experience who we are. And understand us better and our culture better just by coming here to our district. And most importantly, this Our Town grant and this work that we're having done here, this overlay, is really going to put more pride and enjoyment for those who actually live here in the city of San Diego. It's something that we should all be proud of. I'm very proud of it. I know our mayor is here because he's proud of it. And this is going to be an opportunity to showcase really what San Diego is all about, the diversity and the culture and the love that we have in District 4. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you all for being here, and I appreciate and I look forward to what's going to happen in the future here. Thank you.
Council President, thank you very much. And now it's my honor to introduce Rocky Barros, President of the Jacobs Center for Neighborhood Innovation.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here today. I want to thank Mayor Sanders for his longtime commitment to this neighborhood and dedication. I also want to thank Council President Young, because what we are celebrating here today would not be possible without his leadership. So thank you to both of them. I also want to give a special thanks to the National Endowment for the Arts and the Commission for Arts and Culture, which has partnered with us to support the arts in the community for more than a decade. Thank you. So as you can see, this Arts District project is built on the power of partnerships. Partnerships between government and philanthropy, partnerships between artists and residents, and partnerships between generations and culture. 10 years ago, the residents of this community and other partners created the art and design that surrounds all of us here today. This new art and design plan expands the vision and creates the pathway to making this community a multicultural arts destination. I want to recognize the artists and planners who led the community through this process and will make us make this plan a reality. Ena Osteras Constable, Team XL with Xavier Leonard, June Clark, and Lamar Slater, MIG Incorporated, and Bennett PG Design. Thank you to all of them. But most of all, I want to thank the hundreds of volunteers who worked almost a year on this visioning process for the arts in the village. Art and culture have always been at the center of our work and at the center of this community. The plan represents the rich history and commitment that this community has to the arts. The plan will continue to build relationships by deepening our understanding and appreciation of one another. Gandhi once said, "A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people." The plan we are unveiling today represents the heart and the soul of the people of this community. The Arts and Culture District will help us to continue to discover each other and to connect and share the beautiful gifts of this community. I want to thank you for being a part of the beautiful gifts this community has to share. Thank you.
And while we rearrange the artwork on the wall, I'm not trying to look cool with these sunglasses, but it's a beautiful day and the sun's coming right on us. It's now my pleasure to introduce Andy Pendoli from MIG.
Thank you all. It's an honor to be here, and it's been an honor and a privilege to work on this plan with this entire community. I see a lot of familiar faces in the audience today, as Roque touched on, a very engaged community who spent many hours involved in this process and have built this plan to what you see today. So just to quickly touch on our process and what we went through a little bit, we strove to develop and conduct a process that was inclusive of all of our residents, our business owners, our property owners, our youth, our parents, our senior citizens, and of course, perhaps most importantly, our local artists. So briefly, just to describe the plan for you in a little bit of detail, we began at the high level with our vision and themes that developed the framework for this plan that were shaped by the values and the ideas of this community that we want to ensure are integrated in all future art projects, that they reflect the cultural landscape of this community, the natural assets that we have here, as you see behind us and all around us, that we reflect our traditional cultures, our contemporary cultures, and the future that we envision, and that we continue to inspire every day. That the art we bring in to our community, our surrounding buildings, our landscape, they inspire us to be creative and better people every day. The community identified a wide range of art forms that they'd like to see, that they envision in the community. Everything from contemporary and traditional art forms such as crafts, performance art, graffiti in this community is quite important, but also, I heard that. But also relatively unique items that this community feels is important to them, such as food, storytelling in this community, the sports, active art. So a wide range of forms that are going to continue to make this a unique and a diverse community. And we've identified a range of locations, as long as this will stay up, and throughout this community that are built on the Village at Market Creek's master plan. And we see a wide range of locations in the forms of new developments, the parks and trails that we have today and that we envision for the future. The gateways into this community are important locations for art, as well as temporary sites. As this community continues to undergo positive change and development and building, we want to take advantage of some of these temporary spaces to showcase our local art also. Now, in addition to creating public art, we also want to emphasize the broader environment that surrounds our art. So we've developed design guidelines for the built environment. We want to surround our public art with buildings, open spaces that respect that art and the arts and culture district that we're looking to develop. So we want to ensure that our spaces and buildings are identifiable, that they're contextual, that they represent this local community. They're multifunctional, that they serve many purposes. They're multisensorial, that they cater to sight, to smells, to touch. But they're also sustainable from an environmental perspective, economic development perspective, and so on. And then furthermore, it's wonderful to have a plan. We have a beautiful plan, as you see here, but implementation is critical too. This is also a roadmap to the future, to how the partnerships that have been touched on here are going to continue to be fostered, to expanded upon, to create the public art, to expand these partnerships, and to support a long-term sustainable plan and management approach that are going to ensure that this village continues to thrive. So in essence, this plan was built for and by the community. It's rooted in its history, its passion for arts and culture, and reflective of its spirit of inclusiveness. And not only a great example for this community itself, for Southeast San Diego, but our entire San Diego region. This has been a great experience to understand how the arts can help to facilitate economic development and community reinvestment, to engage our communities, to build cohesiveness and community spirit, and focus on consensus for our future, but also to create exciting places where we all want to continue to live, work, and play. So I thank you all again very much, and I look forward to seeing wonderful, beautiful public art in this community. Thank you.
And finally, we have Kiki Solia from MIG.
It is a privilege for me to stand before you this morning on behalf of the residents here in the Diamond District. And as you can see, as Rocky had mentioned 10 years ago, the growth of how this community has developed with the beauty and the unity of all of our cultural diversity coming together and making one community and one village. So we're very excited about the arts and design plan that we're about to embark on. This is going to be a huge milestone, especially a huge impact to all of us that are here to be part of this plan. The resident involvement is a huge and a great piece and part of the planning because we're able to have our voices heard. We're able to display who we are and what we're about, and bringing not only our cultures together, but also bringing the unity and the togetherness that we work together to build this community. So we're very, very excited. The plan that we have ahead of us is going to be able to reflect and display exactly who we are, the voices that we have that need to be heard. Not only will it display, like I said, the cultural diversity of who and what we're about, but it also brings us together in one unity. And if you look around this whole Market Creek in itself, how much this arts and design and public art is going to really, really, truly develop develop on who we really are. So we're very excited. We're very proud. We're going to be able to represent who we are and what we're about and be able to share all of our cultures, not only within ourselves in this community, but with the community at large. So we're very excited. We just want to thank everyone, especially the city and the mayor and our councilman for just allowing us to be a part of this, and especially the Jacobs Foundation for getting us involved, getting the community involved, and being able to have a voice in this. So we're excited, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a historical moment for all of us. Thank you.
Once again, we'd like to thank the National Endowment for Arts, and I know several other foundations here. Legler Binbao, Pete, you're here. And we have the Parker Foundation, we have the Jacobs Foundation, and I'm not sure, there's probably some others here, and I just didn't see them, but I would like to thank all of you for being a big part of this. Thank you very much.